I need noise for this. But we're back, and we're live for the end of another week and a year that will not end. For suffering must continue on, and thus to alleviate ourselves of our stresses, we must torture our dwarves, for they deserve it, even if they don't know they need to. How are you guys doing? I am the RNG strategist, and these are the dwarves we are killing today. We are doing castles. Took me a sec to half remember where we were. Oh god, just everyone getting so happy, but then everyone getting so sad. And it all started because of the one effing dwarf throwing tampers. Like, yay, thanks. You are contributing greatly to what I need you to do. Now, stupid thought. We have essentially finished the defenses, we'll say, of the Bailey. Except for, I think we need an overhang on the inside as well. Purely to prevent our dwarves climbing out. We now need an anti-dwarf defense, because we've seen it multiple times before, where our dwarves will climb out of our own defenses to wrangle the enemy's necks, and that just gets them killed. So let's point Mike slightly up and away from the keyboard. That way it's picked up just a little bit less. Mr. Man TM, how you doing? Nothing much with me. Just confirming it. Yep, all right. I do believe we had the script working. Now, if I remember correctly, the issue last stream was that it was only ever running a random number between 1 and 7 for new doors. So I've now made it part of my, we'll say, boot up procedures to verify before the stream how many dwarves there actually are and update accordingly what it should be rolling between on the settings, assuming that works. That's all I kind of remember for what happened. I had a slight, we'll say, everything's dirty, must be organized session. Very slight, but still enough for me to have lost half of my notes. So if I've forgotten something, that's on me. But how are you doing, Mr. Man? And of course, Cyrlac. From what Cyrlac is telling me, emotes are not working right now because Twitch. So thank you, Twitch, for deciding to just ruin things for everyone. And I had a slight, I caught it early enough so we weren't delayed, but I had a slight technical issue with getting the stream started because Windows decided to do an update, and part of the Windows update was it decided to install programs that I never told Windows I wanted it to install. So thank you for, you know, malware, Microsoft. That's fantastic. And then they changed my theme on me. They changed it to a light theme, which that's helping no one. Actually, that's the program by itself would have been a bit annoying. I was more worried about the theme because it's a network login. So it should take my settings and apply it to all my computers. So if it was wrong on this computer, I was worried it would somehow save that as the theme and retroactively go back and change all my other settings. Didn't appear to be the case. It was just the theme was correct. Somehow it didn't. It decided to overwrite dark to light. Not technically the theme in and of itself, but the, I don't know what the term is for that. But still, why? Just leave shit alone. You stop changing crap. Their next major update in spring, they're gonna be changing how your drives work. Why? You don't ever bother to fucking fix anything. You only ever fucking make it worse. Stop touching shit. Like, I'm starting to wonder what the qualifications are to even get hired at Microsoft. It's gotta be, can you find a way to cram a square peg into a circle? Round hole is really what it's supposed to be, but I think we're on the same page. There is apparently a growing number of people at Microsoft who have a job, and their job is purely to prove that they deserve to have a job. They're just making busy work for themselves. There's no way anything that, like, half the shit they're deciding to do or deciding on is in any way beneficial to users as a whole. Like, they've probably got like some group of 100 people and they're like, oh, well, they want this. We'll piss off fucking millions to placate 100 for some fucking feature that no one needs that makes the computer run even slower. It reset it. I posted a pic in meme if you want to see my screen. It reset it to... What, yours got reset to default too? That wasn't just me? Hold on, you're talking about in Discord, right? Let me load up Discord. I gotta put it on silent though. I'm gonna make Discord be the quiet. I think that worked. What I see on screen posted in meme channel on Discord. I have you deafened. Why did you make noise? Input volume 0, output volume 0. Never do that again. What is that? Oh, is that moderator view? You're showing me shit about my crap I don't even know about. For the emotes. Oh, yeah, you're right. It didn't show the emotes. I thought I was trying to like... I thought you were talking about the Windows theme still, like I was. It's not broken, fix it anyway. So you can see what's coming up, you know, what they're planning on doing in the upcoming patches. The next major one in spring, they're changing how the drive manager works. Why? This is what you need to do, because you know that's going to be glitchy and everyone's going to lose their drives. So everyone get ready in spring for Windows to uninstall itself. Just get ready for that fucking fun. They're also changing Task Manager. They're changing Task Manager, which they should never do, ever. I don't know if any of you have seen the videos on Task Manager. It was done by like one dude. It is the one glorious thing holding Windows together, and they're going to change it. They've decided to now make it, they're gonna try to make it read each and every process to identify whether or not it's running in 64-bit, 32-bit, or ARM architecture to tell you about it. Because this helps DIYers when they're doing like the little circuit boards and shit. Then give them a program that like will check for that shit. This, like the Task Manager, is such a crucially important thing to Windows. It should not be touched. Literally, if you look up any videos on YouTube of the guy talking about it and how they programmed or how he programmed Task Manager, it is programmed to work in spite of Windows. Task Manager is not a Windows process. It's like its own separate thing that is running simultaneously and is able to overlap. That's otherwise how would it work? It's got so much crazy shit to be designed to enable you to fix things. And now Windows is gonna be putting in more changes to it to essentially slave it to the operating system. Great, because you know what that's gonna mean? I'm willing to bet if even if it's not this update, there's gonna be another update, because they're setting the precedent. They're gonna have another update where they tweak something in Task Manager. They're gonna have it slaved more to the operating system, and it means that if something fucking freezes on your operating system, Task Manager won't work. Like, they're gonna make it less responsive. They're gonna make it just not be able to fix shit. And there's no reason to. It's like the frickin' Bradley, it's like the F-22. It has its purpose. Stop adding shit to something that doesn't need to do it. Stop feature creeping crap that ain't broken. It doesn't need to do that. They're taking out half the settings, So, you know, you click on the little cog wheel and you get the settings. They're taking out half the damn settings and they're moving them into their own little apps now. They have an app for that. Why? Who the hell ever said, you know what? I want my settings to be harder to find. Who the hell in Microsoft was like, hey, I came up with an idea. Our settings are just way too fucking easy and in one place to use. Let's start putting them in different locations. Everyone loves it when we do shit like that. It's fucking driving me crazy. And like I said, the reason why this came up today for coming in late is the new Windows update dropped. Oh, we're gonna do the fucking spring feature update, whatever the hell they keep calling it, the creator update, whatever the hell they call this crap. And it half reset my theme and installed programs I didn't want it to. I didn't ask for them to do that. I at no point said I want this shit. Basically what it is the new program, I got rid of that off the taskbar. It's not on the streaming computer yet, it's on the gaming computer. Is they don't like that everyone's using Zoom. So they made their own fucking program to do Zoom. And they're like basing it off of Skype technology because people aren't using Skype, probably because, I don't know, if they're not using a program, they need to fix the program, not invent a new program. It's called like Meetup or something like that. And it fucking launches automatically in the lower right corner. At no point did I say I wanted Meetup. At no point did I say I needed this fucking program. Worst of all, at no point did I give this thing permission to boot the fuck up and make the computer take ever so slightly longer to boot. And you can't uninstall it. They just crammed it into the core, so the best you can do is disable it. You cannot uninstall it. It's just Windows now. Windows has Meetup. Huzzah, more shit to get borked. You know, genuinely, older computers were faster. I am 100% serious. Older computers were faster than modern ones. The only reason why you're like, oh, what are you talking about? Technology's been improving. No. That's because processors and hardware have been improving to make overall it be faster. But operating systems are slower than they used to be because they used to just do their fucking job and not try to do everything else. Still on Windows 7, not budging. I want my right? Oh my God, it's like, why? Like, it's not even that it was countenanced as an idea. It's that when Windows rolls this shit out, they go, hey, this guy's having a mood. They go, hey, you have to do an update now. We're updating, we're restarting. BT dubs, after we've already crammed the shit on your computer, here's everything we changed. Let me choose what the fuck you put on. Why is half of this shit required? The game, what game was it? This is admittedly not quite the same argument, but the Crackdown 3 required me to install the Xbox Accessories app or have it running, which I already had because I use the Xbox Elite controller, so that's fine. It was annoying, but all right, whatever. Required me to install that, and then required me to install the Xbox Companion app, and then go back and sign into my old Xbox account that I haven't touched since like Xbox One. I'm surprised I found that fucking password. I was like, this is the stupidest shit. Like, it knew who I was, but I still had to like re-log in as if it was like it was running it through a VM program. And the fact that they have these programs here, stop trying to make everything be one fucking platform. Oh, it makes it easier on programming. Does it really? Or does it just make everything shit? Yeah, so you said next update bug fix, remove system 32. So here's a funny thing. Here's a funny thing about that. Behind the scenes though, they still practice backwards compatibility. So you can run older and older like base types of programs. This is, I think, to convince businesses and governments to upgrade to new operating systems. So because of this, and you can find these videos on YouTube, admittedly this does not work on a 64-bit operating system. You still need 32 for this to work. But if you have a 32-bit operating system, Windows operating system, it'll still run old DOS viruses. I can't play video games from 3 years ago because Microsoft won't stop updating calls and shit and ruining everything. But they somehow have enough backwards compatibility to run DOS viruses from like 1998. Why? Why are we fucking compatible with 1998 viruses, but we can't fucking run Star Wars Battlefront 2 half the time? Fucking stupid. Yeah, no one knows how the button works anymore. No one fucking knows. That's what I'm saying. This is why they should not touch Task Manager. Task Manager is the bottom of the bottom shit. Task Manager is, they should not fucking touch it, and they're gonna touch it like 3 times the next year. What about the Tuttle script ones? I don't know. Like, I don't remember all the specific scripts that the guy had working. Some of them didn't really do anything, but that's only because the file they were trying to access wasn't on a new operating system, but the virus still tried to run, if that makes sense. Like, it was able to get the calls right to run and try to edit files and do shit. Some of them just propagated themselves. They didn't do the malicious shit, but like, so some of them are admittedly crippled. I don't want to say like every single virus works. Of course it doesn't. The fact that any at all work from 98 is insane. And yet there are video games like, oh, I'm sorry, did you update to Windows 10 version 2006? Oh, sorry, we can't do this game anymore. And Windows like, oh, it's on the game company's update their game to use our new operating system. It's not on the fucking virus writers to update their viruses to the new operating. Like, it's so asinine. Like, they cram on shit that no one wants. They don't fix shit that needed to be fixed from way back when. Turtle script from 89. Gotcha. Hey, Mass Kitten, welcome to the stream. Good day. No, but they want to touch it. So in this particular thing, by the way, essentially what I'm half complaining about is, besides the program, they changed one of the things and then they changed this to light. Why? That is such a weird thing. Why would you do that? Not necessary. Not necessary. I don't know why the fuck they decided to do that. But that's it, literally, if it wasn't for that theme being off, like that by itself seems like so minor. But if it wasn't for that theme being off, I wouldn't have noticed all the other things the update did. 25 lines of code to create a file so big the OS would crash and then try and delete it, causing the RAM to die. Nice. Got the new Apple ARM chip for the computers? Rip Hackintoshes. I believe so, actually. The new hardware will only run their newest operating system. So if it, and conversely, the newest operating system will only run on their newest hardware. Like, they have like a hardware encryption lock for the two to work together. Conversely though, the new operating system also constantly says, like, reports on everything you're doing, from what I understand. So, yeah, we didn't save him. Oh well. So yay for spies. It's just asinine. All right, with the anti-dwarf floor on, I'll remove the downstairs so dwarves can't get up here anymore. And I will consider this safe from terrestrial invaders. What are you? A steel bolt. I'm gonna dump you. Just so I can get you down here. It says Alicia, yeah. Because they got in trouble for that. There was like some issue with the Apple server. And for like a few hours or half the day, people's apples weren't working because it couldn't ping the server to see if they were supposed to be logged in or something. So it just turned off all the programs. If it couldn't, if the computer was, apparently Macs are now designed for if the Mac can't tattle on you, then it won't work. I swear to God. I'm just gonna convert everything over to Linux. Oh. Microsoft knows you're gonna try to do that. Microsoft knows as soon, and like their next two updates, everyone's just gonna try to abandon them and run to Linux. So as part of their, what they were talking about for their updates, they're putting in a new specialized subsystem in Windows to read Linux files, to try to convince you to not leave for Linux. If that's not telling, I don't know what is. Like, you should just know that you fucked up. If you're having to program in specific shit to be like, please don't leave me, then how about you don't do the bad shit? How about you don't do that? All right, so that dump command is not working and I don't know why. Something's preventing them. One item's quick dumped. Could not move items steel bolts. Why is this? Someone is now tasked to get it. That's why. All right. Yeah, that's all the new operating systems are. I think Windows is getting there. Cortana is essentially a half-assed version of what I'm saying. You can turn off most of the good Cortana things. I think some of it still gets through though. There's a version of Windows called Windows 10 Ameliorated, which is supposed to get rid of all the spyware crap for you. You can do most of it though with group policies and shit like that. But at least you can like half turn it off. Mac, no, you try turning that shit off, it just won't work. It refuses. It'll just be like, no. So no one is grabbing this steel bolt. You lied to me. All right, well, we got it this time. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. This stupid bird. I want to get rid of the stairs. We have one bird up there. This bird's gonna be the end of me. Yeah, we know our OS is fucked, so we can make it, but we can make it read Linux, so please stay. Yeah. Stop, don't come back. No, please stay. Give us money. Also, if I recall correctly, all Minecraft accounts are going to require a Microsoft account as well. We all knew it was coming when they bought it. Worst comes to worst, your VM Windows, so you can use the programs that wipe it when the session closes. No big deal. But it is kind of a big deal. The big deal is that for some reason, all these companies are either going like very evil or very stupid. Like, I don't understand what's going on. It's like, Firefly. They release the chemical, try to make everyone nice and happy. They become too happy, so they die, and like 10% of the population turns extremely aggressive. So we're releasing the chemical in the Windows until it dies, and then the population that's Macintosh turns aggressive and fucking spies. Like, what the fuck? Just stop. Literally how hard is it to just make an operating system? Why not both? It's asinine. It drives me crazy. I just want my shit to work and be responsive. As we've seen before, the thing that pisses me off is a program not working but thinking it is. Corollary to this is a person who thinks they're making something better but they're not. Why are you wasting my time? Who's getting rid of this? How do I have 24 idlers but no one's getting rid of this up here? Is nobody on remove? Why does no one have remove floor? Deconstruct. Where are all these suspended? Oh, way over here. Like, are they somehow prevented? No, they can pathfind. Like, if the dogs are up here, yeah, the dog can go up fine. There's no reason why they can't get up this. I just need them to get here, essentially. So, GUI pathable. Lock that in. They can get there. Great, there's another animal up there. They can get to all of this fine, but they're acting like they can't. Why? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, instead of this ramp, I'm gonna build an upstair and a downstair. I'm assuming the rest of the stairs part of this works. Is it because there's a ramp here? Does this ramp confuse them? Oh, that guy's doing it now. Why does he, like, he goes to do it as soon as I'm like, no one's doing this. Need to make pay for, so the texture packs on, did that get canceled? I think he canceled it. So texture packs on Switch. That is because the Switch is Bedrock Edition. And the reason why I bring that up is to point out how Microsoft weaseled out of a contract because they're jackasses. So if you went to Mojang and you got a Minecraft account back when it was still pre-legit release, I believe beta or earlier, you were promised all future, any add-ons, expansions, whatever, for free for backing it so early. And that was the big growth of Minecraft. So then Microsoft purchased it and they're like, oh, we would have to honor this contract. Well, shit. I know. What if we also now just redo it in different code, call the original version Java, and Java Edition, we have to give everyone the updates to Java Edition. But if we release on every other platform, Bedrock Edition, we don't have to give those to Java Edition anymore. And also we can charge whatever we want for those versions. So Bedrock Edition is literally them just being assholes and not wanting to give people who backed early, essentially their fair share. That was what the contract was. That was one of the reasons why some people fucking got the game back then. It helped it grow. But Microsoft's like, nah, we don't want to do that. Jackasses. Here's the thing though, an operating system should be targeted advertising. That's the part that blows my mind. Why are you making an operating system do that? An operating system should just be there to run the programs. That's its job. Stop making it be an advertising platform. I'd rather not have machine learning and eat my pineapple pizza without companies I've never heard of knowing I eat pineapple pizza. Okay. All right, let's see if this guy can be saved. He's going somewhere. He's completely injured though. He's gonna go crazy. No idea about other platforms. Microsoft already makes you pay for skins, fancy texture packs on the Switch. That's what I'm talking about. Switch is technically based upon the Bedrock version. If they can sell you the skins for it, it's off the Bedrock version technology. Because if it wasn't, like Java, you can just put in whatever skin you want. You don't have to buy a skin. I can just download a fucking picture, upload it, and I'm good. If they're selling you anything for Minecraft, it's off the Bedrock version.
$18 months. Wow. Much support. Much content absorbed. Much dead dwarves. Praise Rash.
I just like the way you said that last one. Praise Rash. Thank you so much for 18 months, Domine. Bilkio Java Edition, hundreds of mods. Yeah, exactly. Like, I have no intention of doing Bedrock. Go fuck yourself. And technically, they actually stole a Java edition from me. They stole a Java edition from me, and I have no clue how to get it back. Because it used to be way back when, particularly right near the end, you could buy the game multiple times to have other codes to give your friends. It was like the last big surge of money that he got was, hey, you already got the game? Buy the game again right now. We'll sort on your account and you can give the codes to your friends and they can redeem the code and they can have the beta version too. Essentially, they can have all the free updates. So some of us, like me, were forward thinking and purchased like 3 extra versions. I've given out 2. I still have a beta code. I still have an unclaimed Java Edition beta code of Minecraft, or at least I should say I still had, because the new Microsoft account version of this shit doesn't let you find those codes anymore. I have no clue where to go to figure out what that code is. It's gone. The old Mojang site, you would just see, here's your thing, here's a download button, here's the 3 friend codes. The new thing is like, here's your account. Every time I have to re-download Minecraft, it takes me forever to navigate the site just to figure out where the Java link is, because they don't just let you download the Java version. You have to like go into your account to go into this to try to download the game, for them to say, hey, do you want to buy the game? For you to click a thing, to go to another screen, to click Java version, to get the download link for Java version. Like they purposely hide that shit. But, and also, like I said, conversely, since your account doesn't tell you that, I don't think I have that code anymore. I genuinely think they robbed me of a code that they owed me. All right, we've grabbed stone. That is all we've grabbed. Hold on. Where's stone? Where is the fuck is stone? Stone. Shining gems. All right, they want a cut gem. Did I ever build a jeweler shop? No, I guess I never did. Also, you can't join custom servers on the Switch, only the 6 featured servers in people's realms. That's even more pointless. Dominate you prime subbing mad person. Oh, Maz Kitten, by the way, right now, part of the conversation here, we kind of went off on a Microsoft tangent, is on Twitch. Twitch did something for TwitchCon online this year, and they screwed everything up. No one could see your emote. Maybe some of them can, but if I put in an emote, you won't be able to see it. It'll just look like words. So somehow Twitch screwed up emotes. So just a heads up. I don't know. I believe you didn't see. You can't see that.
I hate this place. This place sucks.
Yeah, beta code, which is now floating somewhere in the depths of the Microsoft servers. In dev, don't have an email address. Cannot use my account anymore. Feels bad. Oh, that sucks. No jeweler shop. The moment Nintendo Switch is fast on your laptop, you spend like a motherfucker. So that's why I play it plugged in. Yeah, they're even calling it GlitchCon. Yeah, no, I don't know what they did, why they did it, how they did it, but part of the same argument. What did Twitch do and why? Why did Twitch do anything? They didn't need to do anything. No one was sitting there saying, hey, Twitch, please fuck my shit up. I want to never have emotes again. Please mess up all my emotes. But they did something. They messed up the emotes. We're gonna cut a pyrite. That way we have a gem for him. Yeah. No. To be clear, Twitch did not mess up the main selling point for subscriptions. If you recall, over the past year, give or take, Twitch has slowly been making subscriptions pointless other than emotes. And now they've ruined the last reason for subscriptions. Because remember, subscribing used to be you didn't get ads on the channel. You used to, if you had Twitch Prime, you also got like special benefits and things on, if you had Amazon Prime, you got Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime gave you benefits. They ruined Twitch Prime. They nerfed the fuck out of subs, and now they've made them almost pointless. Yeah, their only selling point, because they got rid of everything else for some reason. So this is the only point they have remaining, and they fucked it up. I don't even understand. Like, I am fine with the cause and effect on things, but if I can't figure out the why, I can never understand incompetence. If the idea behind something is rooted in incompetence, it annoys me because I get confused. Well, I think that's good. Yeah, he was one of our reds. Where are we putting the dead people anyways? Do we still have coffins for dead people? Yeah, we have coffins for dead people. Baskets still work? Yeah, those 3 faces still work. It's like randomly some emotes work. It's not like the entire emote thing is down, which makes it even more convoluted. What did they do that the majority of emotes don't work, but some of them do? Why do those emotes work? Because I get the 3 faces. Hype Punk I did not see. Dragamon's someone like face palming emote. That worked. But the majority of them don't. I don't know why. And I suspect they don't know why either. I feel like Amazon is gearing up to dump Twitch's income so they can justify absorbing it in Amazon itself and cut out the middleman. Well, that's just it though. Like, what middleman? They already own Twitch proper, don't they? Is it a separate entity? From what I understood, Amazon and Twitch were just literally one entity. Like Amazon and Amazon Prime and Amazon Prime Now are all technically just subscription models within Amazon. I thought Twitch was just an entity, was like not a separate thing, but was a service that was underneath Amazon. Like, I don't think that there could be a benefit to them dumping Twitch. Like, it would still be called, like, I think it would, even if they did, it'd still be called Twitch, for instance. Like, what would actually change? It's just their streaming service. To do this one a little smarter than I did over there. Because that one I now have to wait for them to finish, whereas this one I'm just going to order it all together. Hold on, chat. All right, let that go through. Cable leader 137 watching Twitch, monumentally fuck upset watching this man play Dwarf Fortress. Shame on them. The inbuilt emotes all still work. That was a free emote. Oh, so Twitch emotes work, everyone else's emotes don't work. Fantastic. Huzzah. Please, Amazon Senpai, fuck up my shit more. just to see anything. If they did that, Twitch would immediately just collapse. I got like, so here's the issue. I'm gonna read into this a little bit, and most of what I'm gonna say is wrong. Take take this with a grain of salt of just someone who's naturally an analyst who is going to school for this. I in no way, shape, or form believe that just because I've learned about this in the past semesters and things that I'm the master of this. However, it is a question of scale. You had similar things with YouTube. YouTube hasn't fixed it, I don't believe. I still think YouTube runs at a loss every year. But there is a surging growth period where the company was able to bring in more money than it was costing to actually air the things. The problem is there is mixing concepts here. There is a square root law of successful is the wrong term. We'll say revenue producing streamers, not for themselves, but for Twitch. Even I, like with all you lovely supportive people, am not bringing much to Twitch. It probably costs Twitch more for my streams to be airing than I actually bring Twitch money and you guys watching the commercials and things like that. When there's not that many people, it kind of works because everyone is new, everyone's getting enough viewers, at least on average. So across the board, it's fine. And you're slowly making the efficiency go up as you reduce the flat costs, having servers, bandwidth, so on and so forth. But at some point it gets so big that you have so many people streaming that aren't actually generating the income that they start panicking and they're like, oh, well, we're gonna do new things to bring us income. It's what YouTube did. At this point, I'm mostly referencing YouTube, as a matter of fact. That's why YouTube is now started going more towards regular news and less from gaming channels. YouTube's always changing its algorithms to try to chase the money, so to speak. But they all fucking do it like weird. They all essentially do it. YouTube's kind of been doing what Twitch has kind of been doing, is they try to like change everything around halfway through to see if they can like essentially change the meta and generate money off of their new numbers. The problem is as a platform, it's based upon the old meta. That is what got you viewers. So when you change it, you halt your growth, you retard your growth. So now you're no longer growing, so you just end up shooting yourself in the foot. Like there's gotta be a way to improve the math equation without removing the math equation. Because like I said, YouTube is still working on this, or still having to work on this. That's why they keep changing everything over and over and over again. They're always trying to change the new, what is everyone gonna wanna watch so we can get money. YouTube cheated to get around this for the longest time by, these are apparently made out of stone, by having their shows directed at kids when it was illegal to do so, and they bragged about doing so. That's why they got in trouble. And then when it came time for them to be in trouble for doing bad illegal things, they punished all the video creators. Huzzah! Sub only to watch so they can buy OnlyFans. Orange, no, I do not have an OnlyFans. Unicorn didn't work, dang. At least I can still see it on my end. YouTube stream. Yeah, but you can see, like, to the emote thing, you can see your own emotes. That's the weird thing. If you type in the emote, you can see it. But if someone else types in the emote, they can't see it. Which means on the user end, on the UI, when you click the button to do an emote, that is connecting. You are associating your emote correctly because you chose that picture and your computer is already getting the info because you can see the emote to choose the emote. However, it's not networked correctly anymore. Like that is such a weird glitch. I do not understand how they pulled off this particular set of glitches. YouTube streaming, Facebook game. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why YouTube streaming started taking off. I still don't think it's doing that well, but the reason why it started becoming a thing is because Twitch changed. Twitch was like, wow, we're dominating, we're great. I know, we're gonna change our market and like just dump a percentage of our viewers. And then YouTube went, oh shit, now there's somewhere where we can compete on this. Let's grab the people that Twitch just dumped. Like, you literally created your own competition. It's like a effing superhero story. You created your competition. Good job. And Twitch only ever existed because YouTube stopped doing video game videos. So you know what's gonna happen? If this continues on its trend, Twitch will do not video game videos, Twitch will stop existing, some other company will do video game videos, they'll get a massive surge of money because that's all people are ever wanting to watch. Stop doing other things. It never works. We've seen this experiment 3 times. It doesn't work. Daddy Google's above the law. Emotes are now client only. Yeah, that's basically it. Emotes are client only. Oh yes, destroy the people making you money, said taking the blame. Stonks. Dear OnlyFans, I am disappointed in your blatant false advertising. I came to your site expecting pictures of all sorts of fans and said was met by hordes of emotes. But using that as an example, Tumblr? There goes Tumblr. Yes. Tumblr fucking stocks fucking plummeted. Tumblr was just like 85 to 90% porn. If that's the sign I'm thinking of. And then Tumblr was like, BT dubs. We want to get onto the Apple store, the iOS Apple store. So we're now gonna remove all the porn. And who's heard of Tumblr in forever? Then all of a sudden fucking TikTok. As soon as Tumblr went, TikTok came up because it was supposed to be about music, but then that just became a bunch of fucking e-thoughts anyways. Like that's just where they go. So going off of what you said, OnlyFans just like, if OnlyFans was to do it fucking tomorrow, OnlyFans would be like, we've gotten rid of all the e-thoughts now. OnlyFans is only about gaming. Like, that's not your market. Stop trying to change your market. I don't understand. You made a market, you did well in your market. Why are you trying to change the market? Oh, because someone else might be doing slightly better, or slightly close to a market in their market. Well, your market's not their market. Don't try to grab their market. You give up your market grabbing their market. You can only have so much on your plate. You cannot expand your plate. You can only move your plate. They always move the plate. They lose people. Yeah, the site that removed all adult content from a site that was mostly adult content. What the fuck? Why? What a dumbass idea that was. Like, who in their company sat there and was like, yeah, this makes sense? Like, they had to have, someone in that decision had to have looked at their site and seen the percentage of what it was. Like, there's no way they didn't know. There's no way they did not know what their site was. And then decided, yep, we can do without 90% of our current money. Why? Well, because apparently they thought they were gonna get more than 90% of their money not doing, like, inventing a new market on iOS devices? Stop changing shit. No one ever, like, it's never the consumers that ask for this. The companies just come up with weird bullshit to do, and then everyone else has to suffer because they shot themselves in the foot. Tumblr bans pornography. Someone launched this competitor site called Tumblr, which is where all the porn from Tumblr went now. Are you serious? I didn't hear about that. That's the funniest shit. Sir, we're 90% boobs. What do? Get rid of the boobs. Like people on fucking iOS devices weren't already finding ways to access Tumblr. Let's be real about this. You didn't need an app. You did not need an app on iOS. That was never going to help you. Genuine thought / idea. I think anyone who is capable of making business decisions as cliche and corny as it sounds, needs to read Sun Tzu's The Art of War. I'm 100% serious. Now, there's a whole lot of that that does not directly help, like I said, and it is a bit cliche for anyone in a competition to be reading The Art of War. But so many of these people go for battlefields they don't need to be going for. That is, like, even if you win the battle, it's such a Pyrrhic victory. You've lost the war. It never fucking works. Stop trying it. Stop trying to fix what ain't broke. Know who the hell your market is and just market to them. Why? Why are you going anywhere else? This guy ever started his shit or what? Oh my God, what do you need now? Got all the way to cloth. Give me a sec. Cloth thread. More shining gem. Problem is, I think he grabbed a rough gem earlier, which means I don't think we have any pyrite anymore. Nope, he did not grab a rough gem. All right, I will cut a new pyrite. And I'll make that be a do now. I do like that. We're 90% boobs. What do? Get rid of the boobs. We've got to get rid of the boobs. Apple says no boobs. Tumblr gets complaints from angry parents that are underage kids who shouldn't be on Tumblr see pornography. Tumblr, shit, we better shoot ourselves in the foot over this instead of moderating our site better. But like, even that, perfect example. I like, well, not quite. This is a bit of an stretch of a metaphor / example, but Team Fortress 2, there is an achievement for making someone rage quit. Genuinely think about that. Like you know who's playing your game. You made it something to strive for, to make someone else's life so obnoxious that they quit in the middle of a game to get away from you. And they reward you for this by giving you an achievement. It's such a weird, minor thing. But in my head, that literally, like, that tells me you know what you're marketing towards. You know your users are a bunch of assholes, and you are going to acknowledge that. These sites, like you're talking about Tumblr, their response should have been, we're for 18 and up only. That is on our site. Every other site does that. You go to any adult site, it goes, hey, what year were you born? Good enough for me, have at it. Like, that's all it really is. Why, if someone complains, would you give a fuck? No one else gives a fuck. You know what your market is. You're not marketing to the angry parents. You're marketing to the kids that you're not supposed to be marketing towards, but who cares? Because you've covered your ass legally by saying, what year were you born? That's the legal precedent that everyone else works off of. That's all you need to care about. In the timeless words of me in 4th grade, 5, 3, 1. Oh wait, no, hold on.
5318008.
I think it lasts off a month before going down, to be honest. Oh, it just never even existed. Gotcha. Okay. Or like it died immediately. I don't think they realize that people want to look at adult content using their phones. Well, so here's the thing. They should have. Because there is a joke picture about this that actually represents a trend, which is for the longest times, phones were trying to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. That was what like the newest, bestest phone was how tiny and amazingly compact it was, and kind of also how good its battery life was. Then all of a sudden, you could start doing like videos on the phone, and that technology stopped the phone shrinking trend. As soon as you could watch videos on the phone, people realized you can watch adult videos on your phone. And all of a sudden your phones got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, because nobody wants to look at tiny titties. Nobody wants to look at tiny titties. They want them to be bigger. So There you go. That's your modern phone. Literally, the phone's current production was fueled by people wanting to watch porn. So nobody doing any company should ever not realize that a big market of yours is people just watching you on the phone. Because that's the reason why the phone exists. By the way, I'm slightly in the way to the description, but it's just the name. Thomas Local Makut, I don't know his name. The Stonecrafter has created Ontakustir Zudenthazor, a bowsite earring. He claims it as a family heirloom. Ontakustir Zudenthazor, Arm Crow's the keeper of discovering a bowsite earring. Apparently we don't know how much it's worth. This is a bowsite earring. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of horse leather. The object is adorned with hanging rings of bowsite and pyrite and menaces with spikes of pyrite and bronze. On the item is an image of a spinach and horse bone. On the item is an image of Eton Narrow Cloisters, the dwarf and dwarves in Cave Spider Silk. Eton Narrow Cloisters is surrounded by the dwarves. Dark relates the decision of the dwarf Eton Narrow Cloisters to the position of Baroness of the Wayward Mechanisms in the year 90. On the item is an image of a marquee cut gem in pyrite. But pyrite's the gem. So on the item is an image of a marquee cut gem in a gem. Is that like someone drawing like a 2D cube where like you do the square, you do the second square, you draw the lines, like they drew the gem in the gem? Just use the gem. Just use the gem. It ain't that hard. Oh, I missed something. Hold on. A company went under? Kept pushing back their launch deadlines, ended up going, oh, it's never actually launched. Well, that's an issue. Overwatch. Any sort of harassment, including spamming voice clips, will not be tolerated. TF2. Backstab the medic who is healing you and throw a cig on his corpse for some free dopamine. Exactly. Exactly my point. Overwatch was at a time supposed to be, like when it was launched, like, oh, we're gonna compete against Team Fortress 2 because we have new graphics, nice engine, cool abilities. And I agree with him, it was good to itself, but then they just didn't understand who was playing Team Fortress 2. Essentially what they did is, at this point, because of the way they treat the gamers and shit, they've made a Team Fortress 2 for people who don't like Team Fortress 2. If you like Team Fortress 2, you're going to like the way Team Fortress 2 is with things. You're just gonna play Team Fortress 2. Like, you needed, when they first released, it was kind of like they just let anything go. Who cares? Play whatever you want, have fun, kill each other, good on you. Then they started being like, oh no, there are people on our game servers that aren't as nice as we'd like them to be. We must punish them. They can't be on our game servers, they make people cry. Everyone must be happy in our game of death and damnation. It's like, why are you trying to get the people playing Team Fortress 2? They're all assholes. They're all assholes. In order to stop getting shot as a heavy who did nothing but give out heals to members of both teams, I had to find a way to get around the TF2 servers to upload a full color picture of Raftalia pouting. I had to appease their weeby hearts to stop getting shot. Why the hell would you think you're gonna go for those types of gamers, but also be like, don't be mean to each other. No, you must be nice on the internet. What? You're insane. It's not gonna work. Stupid. Fucking stupid. Porn and war drives progress. This is an unknown fact. This has never been proven wrong. Phone companies who need tickle bitties. The new iPhone XXX app skips from iPhone 8 to iPhone 10. Samsung, hold my beer. Remember when Skype almost had monopoly on internet calls? There was a lot of feet shooting by them. At one point, they were synonymous with calling. Now they're not much more than a memory for most. Program is unusable right now. Yo, Flixus. So bringing this conversation all the way around, Microsoft being angry that people are using Zoom, so they want to get on that Zoom market. instead of fixing Skype, made a new program based upon Skype technology called Meetup. And because they know no one's going to buy anything based upon Skype technology, they forced it to be a core thing in Windows that you cannot uninstall. They install it without asking you, and then they make it go to the fucking launch bar in the lower right corner. Just fix Skype, you fucking crazy bastards. I don't want your Meetup. I don't want your fucking program. Sorry, iPhone X, because using Roman numerals makes things look more. And here's the thing, Zoom's not even that good. I don't know of anyone who uses multiple programs who says that they would prefer Zoom. People don't like Discord. There are people who genuinely are like, God, I hate Discord. I only use it for X, Y, Z. And they like Discord more than Zoom. Zoom is just being used by the schools because the schools are morons. The kids aren't using Zoom. They're being forced to use Zoom. You can't create a competitor for Zoom and be like, hey, use us, we're way better. No one wants to use you. Nobody wants to use Zoom outside of people who are forced to use Zoom. The teachers don't even know what Zoom is. The school administrators force them to use it. Nobody's wanting to use Zoom. So why is Microsoft trying to compete against Zoom? There's not a market for Zoom. Zoom is just being used right now because everyone's dumb. No one wants to use that program. You can't force a new program down everyone's throats and be like, use this. It's so much better than the program you don't want to ever use. It's not like, hey, do you want to use a better program? It's, hey, do you want to be using this at all? No. There's no way to make a better version of no. Hey, I'm gonna make you drink gasoline. No. But now we got gasoline 2.0. It tastes better. No. You're not gonna make a better version of gasoline to make me drink it. You're insane. No. Stop. Stop. Nobody wants this. No, Meetup came out this year, and I think it actually came out a few months ago, and I just now was forced to download it. So there's that. I don't know when Google Meetup was, but if it was sometime before the time span of this year, then no, Meetup wasn't supposed to compete against it, as far as I'm aware. Zoom is just security. Zoom is nothing but a security breach. Zoom has been a security breach from day one. Zoom is such a security breach that if you recall, at least the American lawmakers were discussing whether or not it actually counts as hacking in a federal offense to just drop in on someone's Zoom meeting because they didn't put security on it. Zoom is not going to be a security risk. Zoom is a security risk. Do you know what the Army does not use? When I was in the Middle East and we had to talk to each other using, programs like Zoom, we didn't use Zoom. I actually don't remember what we used, but I know for a fact it fucking wasn't Zoom. Like, 'cause it's not a secure program. It's a gibberish nonsense program that like one school, I guarantee you what it was is someone made money off of this. This is my like evil conspiracy theory, theory. My theory on how a conspiracy theory came to be is that there's a school administrator somewhere who stood to make money off of Zoom. So he sold it to his school and he was like, hey, Zoom is this great program, it'll do great. And then when that school was using it, that school then got to garner publicity and public image for itself saying, oh, we're forward thinking. Look at this program we used. If your student is not using this program, their school hates their education. So then all the other schools are like, golly gee willikers, we want to look like we care about our students' education. So we're going to use the program now. All the while, this is just like one big fucking smokescreen by some school administrator somewhere who has made bank off of Zoom. That's it. That is the entirety of why Zoom exists right now, is to make some greedy school administrator somewhere money and nobody even knows he's doing it. It's like the world's smallest conspiracy that just happened to work beautifully. Also a shit show of an application. Microsoft Teams? What is Teams? Hold on. It's on this computer, but I don't want to interrupt the thing. Give me a sec. I could have sworn my thing was called Meetup. The thing that it installed on me. Oh, it's the same thing. One is like the name of it. Microsoft Teams Groups / Meetup. Meetup is Microsoft Groups. I guess it's like a rebranding. Yeah, apparently we're talking about the same program. Microsoft Teams is Meetup. It's been rebranded. Happy 14th day of non-stop, not November.
I'm going to keep this.
No, that's not how you do it. But yeah, no, so we're actually talking about the same thing, Mazkit. If you look it up, go, like literally just go Google Microsoft Teams or just Google Microsoft Meetup. And you'll be introduced to Microsoft Groups and Microsoft Teams. It's all one big thing. They just keep rebranding because it's garbage and no one wants it. But maybe this time we'll get people to buy it. Except now it's mandatory. So if your Windows doesn't have it, it will. The next major Windows update you do is gonna fucking install Teams or Meetup or whatever on your computer. It's gonna launch in the lower right corner because golly gee willikers, do you want this program? This program is gonna change your life. Zakdos has bestowed the name Ghoster Raban upon a bronze warhammer. Ghoster Raban means hoary cradles. They wanted it to sound like Google. Sounds like a lawsuit in the works. Probably got rebranded because it was too close to Google Meet. My online class wants me to use Teams for lectures and stuff. I'm not happy. Not if I don't ever update again. Yay, move. Stupid tiny keyboard, mo booty yard. This is a Bronze War bloatware. My workplace uses Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Meetup, and Skype, depending on which boss is calling me. Oh my god. That sounds horrible. But like the teachers don't know how to use the programs. And again, I'm not holding it against the teachers. It's not like they chose to use a program. School says use this program. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sir, here's the list.
But like, it doesn't work. And they're clearly not putting forth an effort to make it work. Like, how long? Let's say since last semester, right? Because that's when some of my teachers first started using Zoom, was last semester. So they've had half of a year of, we'll say, a sizable market chunk, if not market dominance, in response to the Wuhan virus. Why is not Zoom better by now? Why has there not been major updates to Zoom where it is more stable? They've been getting nothing but massive influxes from the schools and shit. Everyone's depending upon them. Now is the time where they're in the market. They should be investing to make a better product, and they're not because they just want to take the money and run. Feel sorry for all the teachers and shit who are like, oh, we've got to pay money or whatever to make this. We're gonna like register special private setups. I'm going to punish you with video meetings. I can at least be consistent. It's corrected bloatware to boat yard. I said deleting to fix it. Can't confirm my sister's a dumbass when it comes to the program. She's a teacher. It's the government. We have an allergy to success. Made in China. My mom has to teach driver's ed through Zoom. How do you... Are you applying the correct amount of brake? You have to tell me. I can't see. It's Zoom. It's Zoom. If it hasn't happened already, it won't be long until dumbass teacher leaves their personal information up on a call with their students. Oh, that shit's already happened before. Like, I don't really recall if I've heard of that particular thing happening, but I'm willing to bet if you Google it, you'll find the story somewhere. What the hell? What do you mean? Where is there a stray horsefowl fighting people? There isn't a stray horsefowl. Has someone become glitched? Bear Grylls 88 interrupted by stray llama. There isn't a stray llama. So what are you talking about? Like they're punching. These two are getting together to punch a horse? Well, of course. Now someone's interrupted by a llama. Like, these people are spazzing out on our animals. It's not an enemy animal, so what are you freaking? Genuine question, because some of you guys don't just watch me, watch other, Dwarf Fortress streamers. Am I the only one that gets these weird, like, loyalty issues where the dwarves freak out? And not even that they're fighting each other, like, not tantruming, but they get stuck running away from other dwarves because they think the other dwarf is an enemy? Does that only happen to me? Because I stopped buying a bunch of other people's streams and I never see that happening. Like, am I just unlucky with the non-loyalty cascade loyalty cascades, or am I just unlucky when I watch people? I only see it here. No, exactly. No, they're not berserk. Like, one of them's fighting, but he's not the, like, look at all these people that are now terrified of a llama. The llama is not a wild animal. It's one of our pets. What are they, like, what are they freaking out about, this fucking llama? I don't even know which one of these are freaking out about. Yeah. Maybe it's this one, the one that's scared? It's not doing anything. So now I have a llama that's scared of people and people who are scared of a llama. What has switched this fucking llama's loyalty, I guess? Llama drama. Does the llama have rabies? No. The llama got punched. That's like what happened. The llama got punched, so then all the other dwarves are like, oh, that llama must be evil. And now they're being interrupted by the baby llamas. Anything related to this llama must be the work of Satan. Now here's the thing though, is if they're scared of it, they're not gonna butcher that llama. Like, I can't say, hey, butcher the damn llama, because they'll never do it. They're scared. Also, as a mirror, do we have way more animals than I think we're supposed to? Oh, I didn't know I let myself have that many. Why did I set that all to 50? It must have been crazy. Males, we can actually no. Blew them both down to 20. I think the idea was I was gonna train them all because we had so many, but let's just kill them all. I don't understand, like, we have over 100 animals. We have 153 animals. Let's kill like 40 dogs. You know, bring our animals below the amount of dwarves we have. So question, you bring up a good point. Yeah, it's a friendly llama. I'm not allowed to send the military to kill it. It's not a thing I can kill. I can order it to be butchered, but the butcher might not kill it because it's scaring him. But look at all the other dwarves not caring. Like, every other dwarf just walks by, no problem. It's only like half the dwarves that thinks this llama's terrifying. Everyone else is just like, how's it going, llama buddy? All right, what I want to do is I want to find the people who are like freaked out. Didn't I find a good way to discover who these people were before? Because it wasn't off their happiness, so I think this probably helped. Cog. He is haggard. I'm gonna go into your preferences and expel you. He's gone. Some of you guys I'm gonna have to keep because you're named dwarves. Zephin. Bava, whatever. the weaponsmith. Well, he never got fixed anyways. Expel. Go away. Seagoon Sarvesh. Work with me. Random peasant. Cannot expel because he doesn't have it. This is the guy that cursed the entire base. Remember, we had one guy go red and I could never get rid of him because his child's not here. So for some reason, I'm not allowed to get rid of him. And he's not the guy who's gone crazy. So he's making everyone else upset. He crossed. He crossed Imsul. He would take out one of my brewmasters. He can stay. Dealer Saren. Cole Noton. Rith Edath. Doctor. Sorry, go away. How do we get a thief? Kivish. So my thought being, we had one guy and for the longest time nothing bad happened. Now that we have more people, they're feeding on each other. So they're dragging everyone down with them. So if I kick them out, then we can mitigate our losses. Key crossed and Edom. I think I already did key cross, didn't I? Was it Imsul? Yes, he was with the brewmaster. Edom Lazreg. Spouse not present. So we reduce the amount of negative people causing issues. Here's the thing. None of those people are the people who are glitched out by a llama right now. All right, so llamas have to die. Really wanted to keep the llamas, I think. But now we're gonna kill them all because fuck it. Can't be glitched out by a llama if a llama doesn't exist. No, if I do select a rectangle, they will not kill it. S-A, oops, sorry. A, kill, rectangling. The rectangle still just lets them choose neutral and or evil creatures. They can't choose something that is a pet of yours. Because that counts as one of our animals, I cannot kill it. If I do the butcher command, if the butcher is not glitched, he can kill it. That's probably because they might not be on. Hold on. Twitch has not yet managed to break that. So you did bring up a good point. I don't even have the request system on. Though while I looked this up, I see I've gone over the hour. So those of you who are watching after the fact on the YouTube archives, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.